Hello, welcome back. We're in Enchanted by Nature again, and we are just fertilizing our new crystal tree. The only things I have changed are I bought a new Esther. She's Esther the second because my first Esther was destroyed. I do need to get pottery so I can try and protect this poor plant pot. And Finnegan has been named correctly and now lives on top of this nice little plant side table with the glass to go with the glass walls. And we will get back into what we were doing. So hopefully I get promoted today. Am I even in white today? I am. So hopefully I got a promotion today, and then we'll work more on reaching the level 10. And we also need to work towards crafting the holistic cure, which I believe, obviously, I would imagine you need 10. Yeah, level 10 to do that. So, we have the stuff to do needs stop as well, which might be interesting. I mean, we need to level up, so we may as well create that. Off camera, she did all of her gardening, had to spray for some bugs and harvest a few things. We got a bunch of emotion potions from our two moody shrubs and some lightning leaves and aura blossoms, the usual. I said I was going to build a house across here, and I do plan to, but I have a brief moment of time right now where I can do some audio recording, so I'm taking that opportunity. I think I'll send her in to work, and then after work maybe we'll arrange a wedding or a funeral, depending. We could do both, as we need to commemorate the passing of our dear grandmama from the last episode, and also we need to get married in the next— excuse me, Huda, I don't like you. You killed my houseplants. Home. Where are we? We're engaged. Did I run out of time to do the marriage thing? Maybe. I'm not seeing it anywhere. So I don't have the mood lit for that. Curious. And I don't believe I got paid a lot of money for that. I got a lot of money from doing my plants, I believe. So I don't know. We'll find out. I'll have to look into that. Oh, we need to pay my bills as well. Excuse me. I get so many phone calls when I'm at work. Assign to coffee duty or assign tough tasks. Let's get him to do some tough tasks because I need— there we go. Entrepreneur level and medium gain. Go away, Maribel. So hopefully we will get our promotion today. Oh, but we're in a bad mood now, so that's not good. It's gonna go down. Can you— yay, we got promoted. Excellent. So we got promoted to Foraging Field Guide. She will now make an additional 19 simoleons per hour for a grand total of 195 per hour. She also received the following bonuses: Rave About Forage, Foods, Social, and 865 simoleons. Next shift is Thursday, so technically we have Wednesday off. We could have a honeymoon for one day with our wifey once we get sorted. Yeah, I'm not seeing the thing for having to get married, so maybe that deleted itself. Maybe we don't have that anymore. Maybe I ran out of time. I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but I suppose we'll just get married anyway because I wasn't doing it necessarily just for money. Probably it's ridiculous to do it for money. Anywho, so, how do I want to do this? How my mood? My mood is absolutely fantastic. Therefore, I think we should plan a wedding. And last episode, I believe I managed to get all of my family members on board for my wedding. So we may not have an officiant. I will have to check if Ghost Luna can officiate the wedding. But let's find out. We have a sim of honor, which is my mum. Officiant. Yep, dead grandma is coming. That is official. Bo and my dad, and then we need to invite all of our friends. Do you think I could invite the family member who doesn't like me? And then I could make them like me and get that sorted. So we'll invite our fairy friends that we've made along the way, and our non-fairy friends from Innisgreen, obviously, if I can invite them all. Father Winter we're pretty close to, so providing we have enough space, I'll probably invite him also. Do I bring potential new granddad? I'm gonna run out of space. I kind of hoped Lily would be my grandma's new love interest, but that didn't really happen, so it is what it is. Yeah, I can't invite the— hello, Grim Reaper? I can't invite the family member who doesn't like me, so I'm gonna have to work on that still. But I could invite Father Winter. He could be my last guest. And oh wait, sorry, Father Winter. I think I need to invite my baby sister slightly more than you. Despite the fact, I don't think she'll have the best time because she's a baby. But do I not invite the baby? I feel mean leaving her out, but she is a toddler. Ooh, I think this will do. And we need to— do I change their outfits? Do I keep their outfits? They're not very wedding, so I think I'll quickly edit. Let's see. Maybe this one just comes in a nice white that we could technically wear as wedding. There is that option. And we also have this one, which is like very fancy, but it's very fairy, and we're not quite a fairy yet. What else do we have? I suppose something floral would be what I would like to have. This comes in a pink. That could technically work. Maybe. It does also come in green, but I think maybe green a bit much. Oh, it has pink flowers on as well, so we could do that and it matches the shoes. And is that the wedding hair I want to have? And the wedding makeup that I want to have? Maybe I'll go a bit more subtle for the wedding makeup. Oh, that's very pixelated. Not good. This is like legit just the wedding one. So this might work, hopefully. We got a paler version. Yeah, slightly subdued tone of that. I like the hair, to be fair. It's cute and it's got a little bit of tinsel in. I think we go with this, and I should have saved my other outfit. And then we'll quickly edit realtors. I think I'll keep the same dress, but maybe just put it in more of a weddingy color theme, as cool as it looks in this one. Let's quickly add, and then let's see what options we have. So we have one with still a lot of the plants on. Like, I mean, the plants are on it always, but I mean, we have one that's like very dark coloured plant. We have one that's gold and one that's just like more silvery tone. She does have gold jewellery on. I think I'll go with this one. I just realised her formal wear has gold jewellery on. Should I have maybe made her engagement ring golden? Or do I just change it all to silver for this? I might just quickly do that. Oh, they're all blue. Is that better? Oh, I still like the coloured ones. There we go. So that's better. And then quickly change her earrings to be silver as well. That didn't work. Silver and black. Is that my only option for silver? It looks like it might be. So there's red and what? There's pink as well. We can do pink. And that is that wedding outfit. Beautiful. You don't know what everyone else's formal wear is going to look like when we get there, but we'll see. Do I cancel and get a wedding cake? Or if I schedule it, can I schedule it? If I can schedule it for later in the day. I think I have to do that from... Oh, give me a second. Hey, what cake do we want for the wedding? Ooh, Galaxy Mirror Glaze looks amazing. And very much, very fairy vibes, realtor vibes. I think we'll go with that one. Thank you very much. And then... do I get flowers? I mean, I always get flowers normally, so I should buy a wedding bouquet. And I could haggle, but I don't want to. Again, what colours do we get? I think I like the pink delicate one. There we go. I'll do. And now I will plan a wedding event. No, wait. Don't I have to do something special with this cake? I think I have to put it on a counter, which I don't have. I suppose I'm buying a counter just for this moment. Well, if I'm being forced to buy a counter, I may as well purchase one of the new ones. And do we want it in blue? Or more of a wooden tone? White is also an option. Green, very cute. I think I'll go with the blue for now. I was going to do this very natural coloured, but then I was like, this is a fairies pack. She's already got the colour scheme for... Oh, don't take a piece. What am I doing? Should have got the colour scheme of pink and blue from what I have done. Can I not set this as my wedding cake? I can add secret spice to make it better quality, which I think I will. I don't know if the cake topper is going to affect anything. Should we do cow plants because we're both into supernatural and plants? Or do we do stars because she is about stars? And silver because she's going to be wearing silver. I think that's cute. What are the other options just to be sure? I mean, there are like cute flowery ones. Not really into the tropical or the bunting or the rainbows. Not that I'm not into them, but not into them for this cake. We could just do simple in their white dresses. That'd be cute too. Think I will go with the silver stars. There we go. Beautiful. And then can I set it as my wedding cake in inventory? I want to make it inscribe wedding cake topper. Nope, that's not what I'm doing. I thought I had to do something here, but maybe I don't. Maybe I can just put it in my inventory and then, or do I have to send it? I don't know. It's fine. It's whatever. Let's just get this thing on the road. Custom wedding. Gotta reselect all those guests now. Ugh. I don't know why I'm putting all this effort in. I don't, for 1 minute, expect this to actually work as intended. Because when has this pack ever actually functioned as you would hope? But I'm putting effort in because I care about these Sims. Oh, there's a bunch of people with ailments. Maybe I should have made a few cures before going and we could have solved all the problems. And was there anyone in particular I definitely wanted? I suppose instead of potential future grandfather, I could invite my sister. I don't know why on earth I was like, oh yeah, this plant guy who I barely know is more important than my half-blood relative. So yeah, we'll take Robin. Why not? It's going to be a disaster anyway. Does it really matter? No. And then the 2 wedding dresses are correct. And we want to do it at the lounge if it's a possibility. There we go. Because it's got that beautiful wedding arch with the beautiful view. I don't think many people can sit around to participate, but again, when does that actually work? It doesn't. I also didn't pick tasks I just realized. Oh well, it's just a plain wedding ceremony. I don't even have to worry about things going to plan. That's even better. What are my parents wearing? Wow. I'm just gonna quickly spend several minutes fixing this, so don't mind me. Where's your formal wear? That is much more appropriate. Announce engagement. Think she might already know. Do you have a normal formal? This one's very much more mother of the bride, I would say. And is this my grandma? What are you wearing? I don't think so. You may have died, but your fashion sense didn't die with you. Which one's your formal? Oh, she's got some fabulous formal wear. I think I'll go for this one. Very scandalous for grandmama, but that's fine. Why am I in the wrong outfit as well? Random. Not happy about that. Be in the correct dress, please, that I just spent time picking out. At least Rachel's in the correct outfit. Bow. I don't know what Bow's formal wear looks like, even though I probably picked it out myself. Oh, there we go. That's cute. That works. And then I don't think Robin will actually be here. I don't think she'll turn up. And I don't care about anyone else's outfits. My families are nice. Ooh, I might do some finagling with camera stuff really quickly because I'd like to be able to take photographs of us. But where and how? Because it'd be nice to have wedding photographs. Can I put it where this table is instead? Will this work? I don't know. Let's find out, I suppose. Shove that over there. Skills, creative. I need the photography stuff. Here we go. Where are the cameras? We want a decent camera, please. There we go. Cool. And then hopefully I'll be able to take a very beautiful photograph. I'll just have to add one of my family members to my family. And I don't want to put the cake out because it's not selected as my wedding cake. Also, where the heck has it gone? I'm confused. Has it deleted my cake from my inventory? Did I not put it in my inventory? Was I an idiot? Can I cancel this wedding and do it again? Is that a possibility? Something went wrong. And I'm annoyed. I'm gonna go correct this. Be right back. Okay, I think I've corrected everything. And we're back. Though, no event is showing up here yet, so hopefully it starts soon. Unless it's glitched out in some other fantastical new way that I'm unaware of. Okay, cool. My wedding is working. Let's get started. Thank goodness. Get back into your correct wedding attire, young lady. I just spent all this time getting you guys ready. I want you to behave yourselves. And it looks like future granddad turned up anyway, despite me not actually inviting him to this event. I don't care what anyone else is wearing anymore. I have given up. And my auntie is technically here, though I didn't invite her. I did invite my cousin in the end. I don't know if she'll turn up. Don't know if my family's going to turn up. Where are they all? What are you guys wearing? Gosh, this event stuff just never works. We can start off with drinks, maybe. If there was a bartender. Of course we won't start off with drinks. That would have really worked out. Hello, bartender. Can you please make me a drink? Here comes parts of my family. At least they're turning up. I want my mum and my officiant to turn up, please. If possible. They're kind of integral to the wedding. Whatever. Let's have exchange vows and kiss with an officiant if she turns up. Sorry, future grandfather. I'm busy. Also, I hope you're happy to be married to a ghost. Oh, so beautiful. Here she comes. Why are you standing there? And what are you wearing? You have to change. No one else has to change, but you have to change, because that was horrible. And I don't know why you're standing here, but I suppose this maybe is the only place you can fit. And everyone's going to stand in my way, so we're going to have to watch the wedding from this angle, which is much less picturesque. Oh, someone's done drinks. Thank you, whoever that was. Focus on these two and ignore the rest of the world that's happening behind us. Well, it's helping my officiant would face the right way, but you know, at least she's technically not ruining the view too much, being a ghost. There we go, beautiful. Everything happened well, and now we just need to cut the cake, which I need to place the cake. Place wedding cake, and quickly add the wedding topper back on. Wait, do I have to add secret space again? No, it's excellent. What, could it get better than excellent? I don't think I can. Let's just put our cake topper back on. Back to silver stars, and then we will cut the cake. And can I gather everyone? The chairs are potentially causing me problems, so out of my way, chairs. Oh, that's on the floor. Go away. Here we go. This may work. Can my parents not be sexy dancing right now at my wedding? Hopefully Realtor actually appears.
New beam. Shorg.
Whoa! Oh, my grandma just cleaned up my cake. Thanks. Can I even skip this? No, but it's whatever. Thanks, Grandma. I've been thinking a lot about this, and I think I wanted to ask if we should live together. Yeah, that sounds good. Come on, join my household. That is a lot of money. We will not be having that much money. How much money did I have before you moved in? 14,000. Okay, so I'm gonna have to remember 14,437. 14,437. 14,437. What's he gonna do now? Is he gonna. There we go. And then let's fix our money. There we go. Thank you. That's much better amount of money. She had way too much. And that's it. That's the wedding. Successful, I think. I don't know. Should we go woohoo over here with our beloved fly here and go here? Now we have a fairy in the household. Nice. And we're gonna do a quick woohoo. Why are you miserable? Is it just because you're sad? Romantic. Hey, come back to your wife, please. Or not. This game just hates to work. And fly here. Maybe if I get her to do it. Romance. Physical. Offer to woohoo in the sky. There we go. This is what I wanted. Yay! How romantic. What a beautiful scene. Speed it up, guys. Come on. Gotta get home. I wonder if... I don't think Realtor can sleep on the ground. I might have to make a bed, room, space, just for her. Oh, wait, she's a fairy. I just got her a fairy house. Oh, excellent. That makes life so much easier. Woohoo! Aww. Cute. And we got fairy dust. How extra beneficial. Oh, why not use Realtor to move out of the way? Go here, please, so I can get my fairy dust. Oh, and they're both loving plants at the same time. That's funny. Collect all piles of fairy dust. There's only one? Come on, guys. Oh, no, there's two. Still, can you stop talking to plants on your wedding night? And we'll just end the ceremony and go, oh, look, successful. Which family member should I add quickly before they all run off? Are any of my family members left? No, I think they all left me first. I don't need to get wedding photos right now. I can do that another time. It'll be fine. Sort that out another day off camera, and then I'll have beautiful wedding photography. And now let's just travel home with wife and show her our beautiful patch of land that we now share. Oh, I should have probably bottled emotion whilst I was there. Never mind. Whatever. Let's also see what Realtor potentially has in her inventory, because I can't remember if she has anything in her inventory. And also, I can't remember when I saved her to the gallery, because obviously on creation I did, but there was glitches with her fairy form and her non-fairy form. So I ended up having to just make them both the same. And she didn't have a human form anymore. She was just always galactic in appearance. Can't believe my grandma so cleaned up my cake. A little bit salty, to be honest, about that. Where are my fairy houses, and which one will I choose? Where would they be? Would they be in activities? Does it count as an outdoor activity? I suppose technically. There we go. We have this little one. I'll just put the morning light on. We have this little house, which is very cute. And then this is the reward thing for purchasing early, like a purchase early unlock, not a reward unlock, just an incentive. That's what I'm after. So it's like a purchase early incentive. And we could, I think this one's really cute and it's much more mystical. I think we'd have like the dark purpley one for her, which is a shame because obviously it'd be good if it just came with the pack and wasn't a early purchase thing. And maybe I shouldn't use it as protest, but I did purchase early. Okay, good. We only have the ring in our inventory and we're emotionally not good. So let's go regenerate that in our little house. We have 3 ability points. We also have the elixir enthusiast one. I might change it to the fairy one. And we are level 2 of the apothecary. So I may as well change her to the fairy one since we now have a fairy. And we've become a fairy. We need to throw 3 fairy dance parties at a fairy home and befriend 2 fairies. That is fine. We can do that. No problem. How are you feeling, my dear? You need to pee in the great outdoors. And we need to get rid of all these pesky pixies. Get off my plants. You could have sworn I put warding on one of these and it's not doing it. We can evolve all. Fun. And then if I change yours to warding instead, and hopefully you'll prevent pixies because your friend is not doing a good job of it. There we go. She's feeling much better. Let's see what I'm going to do with my points. I could do stuff to do with... It's weird because I've seen her doing interactions in the wild, let's say, and potentially the things that she would have had to unlock. Oh, we can manifest seeds. It's an interesting one. Forager Fey and duplicate harvestables. That's pretty cool too. Malicious Absorber, I get extra emotional force when absorbing positive emotions. Or benevolent absorber, I'll get extra when absorbing negative emotions. I think I'll do that one because I think she's gonna be nice. Warm force gain, I gain a small amount of emotional force from friendly, romantic, or social interactions. That'd be pretty cool because then I don't have to worry about her emotional force too much. It's a bit lazy of me. And then we have one left, and we can cure or apply an ailment, which is in the apothecary, so I suppose we don't want to bother with that. This one is about traits and careers. This one's about bottling emotions. I can bottle my own emotion, and then when I get it up to level 2, I can bottle 2 people's emotions. So I think we'll start that off, because that is going to be very useful for us to be able to bottle emotions whenever we wish, rather than having to create emotion stones and do it that way. And I think I need to pay my bills. My whole 90 simoleons. Whoa, big spenders on this lot. I also need to forage for some food. Or I could breed a frog, I suppose. Oh, there is my wife. Hi, girl. Oh yeah, we also have this photograph from our date last episode that we can put up on the wall. I should probably add frames to these. Nice blue and pink frames. Is there a pink option? Nope. So blue it is. I maybe should try and merge their styles together. I got a cow plant, sorry. I'm not gonna eat that, am I? Gonna eat a cow plant. That make me sick. Let's breed my frogs, and I have another one of these. Eat up, yummy, yummy. Okay, and I'm balanced, good luck, all doing well. I have the denial grief type from my grandmother's death, which I suppose would make sense that I'd be in denial about her dying, considering she just officiated my wedding. But she is very much dead. Let me just quickly see if I can tend garden. Oh, sorry, you wanted to go kiss your wife. Very understandable. So we'll let her express her fondness in a second. Or not. Tell plant they're your favourite. Aww, isn't she a sweetie pie? Oh yeah, I should check her other. So she's cheerful, plant lover, mystical, proper, and a quick learner also. She's currently feeling fabulous. Her romance is women, which I don't remember setting, but apparently that's so. She is happy to explore. Woohoo is men and women, and they all trigger jealousy, and she's exploring boundaries, so we can alter that if we ever need to. She likes gemology, thaumatology, apothecary, natural living, gardening, handiness, purple, black, and green, flirtation, compliments, deep thoughts, stories, silly behavior, discussing interests, gossip, cerebral sims, optimistic sims, artsy sims, romance enthusiasts, pet enthusiasts, high energy sims, spirited sims, nature enthusiasts, nature soundscapes, soul music, island music, focus music, new age music. She has turn-ons of academic, nature, sense of humor, arts and crafts, cerebral, romance enthusiasts, funny, high energy, artsy, nature enthusiasts, optimistic, pet enthusiasts. She doesn't like gift giving. I don't remember that either, but good to know. And she likes woohoo. So the only one she has is woohoo. And orange hair is a turn-off, apparently. Red clothes, grey clothes. Okay, so she likes grey clothes, doesn't like red clothes. Good thing I don't wear any red, but I also... Oh, I do on my uniform. Ooh, awkward. Do we find each other attractive? Did we ever find that out? I'm sure we do. Very attracted, very satisfied, and I'm sure we could do it the same way. Clothes from moving in, deeply in love. She has the single and loving it, which hopefully changes because we are now married, and that would be a bit awkward. But also co-workers, a bit, you shouldn't poop where you eat, as they say, where we poop where we eat all the time, since everything we do is in nature. So I guess we can ignore that. And is she older? Because I think that would be why she is where she is. Oh, she is 22 days and we are 21 days. She's only a little bit older. It's not major. So we'll have to get moving fast on those babies. And I completed wanting to get married. I think that was one of my... Yeah, it was one of these as well, so we're doing super good on them. Let's have a day of lakeside amusement in Copperdale and mend that one relationship that's a little bit wonky, and then I don't think you have any yet. So, enough jibber-jabbering about all of that. Should we host a fairy dance party now and then just see who comes? Because we don't know anyone. Sorry, I'm excluding you for a moment, wife, because I need to throw a dance party. Is it going to invite anyone? Is anyone just going to randomly turn up? No, dance party of one. Aw, bit sad, but oh well. And you are just vibing because you don't actually need to do anything. We could craft apothecary things. Yay! Let's do the... What was it? Need stop and see how much that sells for. And then does Esther 2 need any care? No, she's super healthy. That's good. Good to know. And I think between parts, I will do some sort of home structure. I don't know if it'll quite yet be my bridge home of my dreams across here just yet. I don't think we have the money for that quite. But I will do a little apothecary renovation, some sort of couple's bedroom situation, and a nursery for a future child, which will mean that I need to have a real kitchen and bathroom and whatnot as we go forwards to look after said future child. Hopefully they're a fairy though, and then once they're a teenager, you won't need any of that stuff anymore, but we'll see. And you have finished that. How much does it sell for? Needs stock. Only sells for 90. What were the other ones? What was the good one? It was the liquid luck, I believe, was a really good one. And what skill do I need for that? Obviously, I imagine celestial protection should sell for a lot. We need scared emotion potion, lemons, and critter bones. So I don't think I'm making that anytime soon, unless we find some scared people. And I'm going over to wife for a chat. Hello. Give unsolicited plant care advice. And are they steamy or wholesome? If they're steamy, then they have an extra interaction in here, I believe. Is it just turn to neck kiss? I don't think that's right, is it? I mean, I should know if I just go into... Is it funny and silly behaviors? Yeah, it doesn't look like they have a wholesome one. I mean, I could just check. What am I doing? I'm being an idiot. I know how to check. I prefer the wholesome one overall, but I'm thinking, yeah, we have steamy, which gives us the... romantic interactions or socializing, likely to gain enamored sentiments. I don't know if it gives us an extra little interaction or not, because I know the wholesome one gives you like the really cute kiss animation, which is a bit silly. Oh, whispers seductively. Ladies, shall we see about making a human? Do I alter them to see who should get pregnant? Should they, are they both able to impregnate and get pregnant? Would that be quite a funny thing to do? And then if it goes wrong, it goes wrong. I think that'd be quite funny. So let's do cast dot full edit mode. Did I need to do testing sheets potentially first, like an idiot? Oh, I'll see if this works anyway. Let me save my game, and we will quickly go in to Cass and figure out who can impregnate who and which way. And then, do I risk putting the ley line trait on and making multiple humans? Let's see anyway. Gender. Oh, I can only do one or the other. So do I want her to become pregnant or get others pregnant? Do I want Fawn to carry babies or do I want Rail to carry babies? I feel like I'll make Fawn carry babies and Rail to able to impregnate because I'm gonna pretend that it's like magic. And this sim can also produce milk because she can still, you know, feed the baby because it'll still be her baby too. And I think that's how we're going to work this out. And now, do I put the ley line trait on? There is a potential glitch with the ley line trait, I believe, though, that the vampiric ley line can sort of be activated even if you don't put that one on. And I don't necessarily want to have vampire babies. I very much want to have fairy babies or human babies that I can turn into fairy babies. Anyway, let us create children in the sky. Is that possible? Can I create a child in the sky? I can try for baby in the bush. I can offer to try for baby in the sky. Yes, we can move anywhere. It's magic. Baby, 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 baby. All the more reason to get a toilet. And just speed through this because we've seen this plenty of times now. It's very cool interaction. I find the animation is pretty, like, one of the more exciting of the ones that we have on offer. Can I shake this fairy house as well? Is that, like, rude? But it was created by my wife, so I feel like I'm allowed to have this fairy dust. We have so much fairy dust. Whoa, that was a lot more fairy dust that time. And I need to purchase a toilet really quickly and find out if I'm pregnant. Does that work yet? Is that still broken? I suppose we'll find out. And I mean, I was going to get a toilet at some point. Can I... So you can purchase the wooden throne, which is the outhouse. But I believe there's like a version that you can create that looks wonky if you're bad, like if you're maybe in a bad mood or something. So to just go for the tree stump toilet. We could put it over here for a bit of privacy. Put it under the tree, maybe over there. No, we'll put it under this tree, even though there's like little to no privacy under this tree. I just think it's funny. Maybe I should put a bush next to it for toilet paper, and then we'll quickly take a pregnancy test. Let's see if this works. You know, you super love your wife. She's great. And we've got Whispers of Magic. Who knew something so mundane could have this effect on Fawn? Interesting. And with a relationship this heated, Fawn knows where this conversation is going. I don't see any others that are very much related to the sky. We're eating for two! Yay! We're gonna have a baby! I won't cheat to see what gender we're having. Oh wow, she like got very pregnant very immediately. Is that a bad sign? Is that twins? I mean, when I was pregnant with twins, I felt very pregnant very immediately and was vomiting like crazy. That was a fun time. Oh, your plants need tending to. Weed and water all. Or do we get you to weed all and you to water all? There we go. Teamwork. I feel like we should get Realtor to craft a ring for Fawn in return. I don't know what style in particular, and it will take a while potentially to get to that level to craft her a ring, but I think that'd be pretty cute. Gosh, these guys are just non-stop flirting. It's like kind of crazy, to be honest. And I guess, do I do a funeral really quick? Do I save a funeral for the next episode? Is that a bit like, do we want to dampen the mood after having a nice little wedding? And oh, they're close. Yes, they are close. That's cute. Do I want to risk ruining the episode with I say ruining. Do I want to dampen the mood with a funeral? Obviously, a funeral for Luna is very important to me. And as I said, I could potentially reincarnate her as our next child, depending on how this pregnancy goes, because I don't want too many kids, because it's just stressful. Ooh, I think I'll wait. And we'll do a funeral next episode. As fun as it would be to title this one something like, one fairy wedding and a funeral. It's a funeral of like a previous Reaper and a rebirth sim as well. That would be interesting. But I think I'll save it because we've done a fair bit. I mean, we're currently pregnant and married in this episode. I think that was a good amount, and we got promoted. So I think we're nailing it so far. We now have a fairy in our household. Yeah. Oh, I got to see my dead grandma. Aww. But yeah, I think that'll do for this episode. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please feel free to leave a like or comment down below. And I hope to see you in a future video. Take care, be kind, and bye-bye. So I said I'd finished, but actually we're back, and I've just added on this little section in editing of me building what is going to be our bridge house. I don't know if I ever explained much that I wanted to do a bridge with a house on it, but essentially what my brain was trying to envision and very loosely, lightly create with the small budget we have at this moment in time is the covered bridges that you see in Japanese gardens and like in old palaces and shrines and things. You may have seen them in anime, or just if you've ever seen them on the internet, been to Japan, whatever. We've got a couple in parks near where I live which are inspired by that, and I've been to multiple botanical gardens where they have bridges that are covered, are sort of inspired by that look. But I wanted to blend that with the elfin village, town, city, whatever you want to call it, from Lord of the Rings, like Rivendell, that kind of thing I have in my head. And I want to have an open outdoor living situation, so it's a covered living space, but there are no walls essentially at this point. Maybe later on we'll have to build more walls, because when we have the baby, they're going to need an actual physical room at some point, especially in the colder months of like autumn and winter. They may need a enclosed space that we can keep heated for them, whilst Realtor also doesn't have any potentially natural living skill. I can't remember if she does or not, even though we've just been playing with them. She may not, and that means that she can't sleep outside in extreme weathers, so we needed to have a covered space. So she's technically still outside, but she's covered and outside, so in this space she'll be fine. I've used all of the new, like anything that I've added to this little bit of the build is all new furniture from the pack, as is like the stairs are new, the railings are new, the fencing is new, the pillars are new, flooring is new, the very limited tiny bit of wallpapering is of the stone area on the steps are new even. The roof tiles, roof trim. Eventually I want to do the spandrel, the new spandrel, the one that looks very natural, not the other one's very carved wood, whereas there's like the natural one that looks like vines and nature itself, or like roots, I want to say, of a plant. That is what I would like to put around the top, just to add a bit more of that mystical fairy, like a home that's grown out of the space kind of vibe. And currently it's just a bed and a bassinet for the future baby. I don't know if there's multiple babies, but baby that we just put one in and the game will spawn another if we need it. The gemology table is in this space, and I got another counter because I believe we have one from the cake incident, so I bought another counter and the new sink, as I want to see Realtor shrink down and dance in the sink, as fairies can do that now. Very valid reasoning for needing a sink, of course. Also, when the baby becomes an infant, and even I think a toddler, we can also use the sink to clean them up if we don't have a full bathroom by that point, which I still would potentially like to have a full bathroom when we reach that stage of childcare. And yeah, I think I remember shrinking this space down a tiny bit from what it is currently. If you're seeing it on screen right now, I shrink it one tile either way around, like, so there's the little walkway from the steps, and then I move it a tile in on that side, and then the same on the opposite side, because we don't have much money. Didn't want to have a huge expansive space, so I shrink it down and make it a little bit more cozier, a little bit more intimate. You can see I'm just moving all the things from our current house over there. I've made this into a little apothecary space instead, and then put the gemology table up next to the bed. Finnegan and Esther have been moved up there. There's the baby bassinet. And this, essentially, right now, is just the house. That's it. That's all I did. There's nothing extra to it. The rest of this video is just me figuring out what railings I want to use, what like banisters I want to use instead, and I swap them to the less floral ones as I can add my own plants later on. I add a couple of items to the roof. I believe I use one of the new roof decorations that's like little, like, what's it called, a dormer, so I use that. And I only add in like 2 plants because the game doesn't like plants on the roof anymore. Now I can't just move them in freely and put them wherever I want. I have to put them where the game decides, and the game's very limited on where you can put them, which sucks because it means you can't actually make very fun, crazy looking roofs as I would have hoped with this pack that you could make. The roof has to be very flat for you to put the plants on them, and my roof is not very flat. It's very curvy and different because I wanted it to look whimsical and, you know, not of our normal structure creating as it's meant to be magical. As fairies are magical, and I would believe that they would have different architecture to what we have as boring humans. But yeah, so it's not the longest build section, it's not a real true speed build either, so there isn't really a tour at the end. There aren't any photographs at the end, and in real-time honesty, I can't even go into the game and create those right now because this is pre-recorded, as in this section of building and this video in general of gameplay was pre-recorded a couple of weeks ago, a week or so ago at this point, and the house has evolved since then, I can say confidently. So it no longer looks like this, and that means I cannot go back in time to take screenshots or do a little tour to be like, this is what our house looks like right now. Not that there's much to take a photograph of or to tour. As you can see in the video, this is it. This little tiny little section with a bed and a bassinet and a sink in it, that is our house. That is what we're going to be dealing with right now in the where we're up to in the Let's Play as you're watching this. And then later on, it will expand to what I know it to be currently today. Ooh, future spoilers. But anyway, hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please feel free to leave a like, comment down below, and I hope to see you in a future one. So take care guys, be kind, and bye bye!